Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the Target exclusive Stormtrooper disguise Death Star Escape Luke Skywalker from the Black series. This is a part of, well, kind of between their new waves. It came out at the same time the Retro Collection and that little Han came out. It's obviously in the red and black packaging, and it is a new version of Stormtrooper disguised Luke. Now, an original Luke came out back in like 2014 with the black and blue packaging, and he came alongside a Han Solo, and they were both in Stormtrooper disguise, and I think that's what they were labeled as, Luke Skywalker Stormtrooper disguise. This one is labeled as Luke Skywalker Death Star Rescue, so they've kind of changed it up a bit. There's a little bit of differences between these figures. Obviously, this one's going to have the new face imaging technology, as well as it's got just a little bit more detail, I think, cooler overall. Of course, the other ones are worth more money, but nonetheless, this is this figure. I was really excited to see it. It finally appeared in my Targets. You know, sometimes you just got to play the waiting game, and it finally paid off. This is actually another early birthday present from my sister. My birthday's not until July 15th, but sometimes we get presents early, so this is another early one, probably the last one that I will be getting until my birthday. But obviously on the side here there's no number because it's a Target exclusive, and then it talks a little bit about Luke Skywalker on the Death Star in the back, of course. And then this is an interesting image because it's made up. It's a drawn image. It's not an actual picture of Luke Skywalker, to my knowledge. It looks a little fictionalized, so it's kind of cool. You see it again on the back here, but let's go ahead and open him up. My packaging also has a dent on the top, which kind of sucks, but that's okay because I display him obviously outside the box. But let's go ahead and open him up and take a closer look. Alrighty, and here is Luke outside of the packaging, but before we go on to him, I do want to show you his accessories. Now, he comes with a Black Series stand that we have just started seeing with, so far, only exclusive figures. Not sure if this is going to be kind of made into every single figure coming, but so far on the two exclusives we have seen it. But it's a very interesting triangle stand. It's the Star Wars The Black Series on the clear, and it just kind of has this like little foothold. So it's like I think people have been kind of calling them Dorito stands, but I like that they are finally including stands for them and that they say Black Series on them. I think that that's cool. Now, I think they probably could have made some better stands, but you can't have your cake and eat it too. I say that pretty often because it is true. You know, we finally get stands and then people complain, but it is what it is. Luke does come with this rifle, which looks pretty good, just standard. You can see it looks like the bolt has been slid back almost, so you can kind of see the chamber on the side where the round would go, except for the fact that this is a blaster, so it doesn't really take bullets. It just, so, I don't know. I don't know the mechanics of these guns, to be honest. But anyways, you do come with a blaster. Luke has a helmet, which looks really nice. It looks very good proportionally, and there's a big smudge of dirt across the front, which looks really cool. So there's that, and then it's open in the center. And then lastly, he comes with a tiny communicator that he uses to communicate with C-3PO when the trash compactor is closing. And for me, I feel like this is unusually small. Like, I can't really, let's see if I can fit it between my nails here. There we go, maybe. I just feel like it's unusually small even for a 3 3/4 inch. I feel like, or for a 6 inch, I feel like a 3 3/4 inch, this is actually an appropriate size. Because when you put it in his hand, it like doesn't even fit in his hand. It's gonna just fall right out for the most part. Actually, nope, it stays. So there we are. It's just super, super tiny. I feel like it's too tiny. It looks like on the side of Luke Skywalker here, there is a place for it, which is handy dandy. Check that out. Very cool. I like that they included that, because otherwise you're basically just gonna lose that accessory more than likely. So here is a closer look at Luke, and his face looks pretty good. The image is very nice. And his hair is obviously like wet, like we see in the scene when the garbage monster takes him underwater, so that's pretty cool. His Stormtrooper armor, which is normally shiny white, is all dirty, which looks really cool. Here on the waist, he's got a couple black dots, then of course, you know, the normal black and white armor of the Stormtrooper, which looks really good. On the back, he also does have a holster for his blaster, which I greatly appreciate. I love that. That way, when you're displaying these figures, if you don't want them to hold the gun, they can put it in the holster rather than you displaying it or having to put it in like an accessory bin. So I always have thought that that was really nice. He looks great. He has a trigger finger hardcore right here, which looks a little bulbous in my opinion, but the other one is just kind of like a grip. So I'm not a huge fan of when they set the fingers to look like specifically like they're, you know, holding guns, but whatever. The Stormtrooper helmet fits on pretty nice. I feel like it doesn't go down all the way, but I mean, you can see his hair at the very, very back of it, but it still looks pretty cool. I mean, you just play him like that, and I think it looks pretty neat. On the back, though, also, you do have a couple unusual accessories like that right there. I've never seen that on a Stormtrooper that I've noticed, but that's kind of cool. So the helmet comes on and off with pretty good ease, and then of course I like to display sometimes my helmeted figures with their helmets just under their arms. In terms of articulation, he's pretty standard, so he has a ball jointed head, shoulders, but they're really going to be impaired by the shoulder plate here, elbows, wrists, upper torso, hips, let's see, yeah, just hips, knees and ankles. So pretty good in terms of articulation. This figure is super sturdy. However, you do probably want to watch that little communicator right there. If you put it in the belt, it's possible you could knock him off, and then it would be lost forever, because that accessory, like I said, is just, I think, too tiny for this guy. But overall, I think it's fantastic. I'm really excited for this. I didn't get the original Stormtrooper disguise Luke, so I'm really happy to have this one in my collection, and I think he looks awesome. Just really, really cool. And he's very unique. He's not just a rehash, or he's not an archive figure of the Luke. So they've redone him to a degree where they thought he deserved another figure. And I think they did a good job. I'm really very impressed with Hasbro recently with how their figures are coming out. So we're really happy about this guy. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As always, I do have a playlist for all my Black Series figures on my channel under Black Series. And it's got all the figures I've ever reviewed since they started in 2013, which has been like forever ago now. But anyways, guys, I hope that you liked my video, and as always, have a great day, and thank you for watching. Bye.